Boy, do I have a major treat for you today. This is a rare occasion where I'm able to share with you a little snippet from my most recent live training, More Love, Less Hustle. We had a great training last week, and a couple of things happened. I was able to share some insight with one of our attendees, and it was so powerful and so on time. I love doing live trainings like this because it reminds me of who all this information is for. It's not just for people in romantic relationships, it's for all types of relationships. And so today's episode, I'm sharing just a little snippet that's going to really help those of you who struggle. Maybe you don't struggle with setting boundaries in your romantic relationship, but when it comes to family or it comes to friends or people that have known you for some time, so maybe it's your coworkers, maybe you're having trouble setting appropriate boundaries with people outside of your romantic relationship. If you've been hesitant to sign up for More Love, Less Hustle because you feel like my relationship is fine, I don't need it, and you struggle to set boundaries with your friends or your parents or your auntie or whomever, you're going to want to stick around because I'm giving you an absolute word today. Let's go. Hi, I'm Dr. Tiff, your relationship transformation coach. I've spent the past 20 years working with high-achieving women just like you who are crushing it in every area of their lives, everywhere except their relationships. And look, I get it. Finding the one ain't easy, and relationships are hard. But you know what's even harder? Cycling through the bad ones, or worse, staying in relationships when you already know they're not a good fit. You want a relationship of ease, uncomplicated, someone to love you down, but instead you've been suffering through bad dates, sexual incompatibility, and someone who might be good for somebody, but not for you. And if we're really being honest, you know that deep down, the work that really needs to be done starts and ends with you. If you're done wasting time in dead-end relationships and sick of looking for, chasing after, or trying to convince somebody to be the one, and you're ready to become the one, then baby, you're in the right place. So prop your feet and let's clink glasses, because I'm giving you the tea and the tips to fix your relationships. Let's go. Hello, and welcome to Fix Your Relationships. I am Dr. Tiff, your host, and I am thrilled to have you with me today. Today is a very special episode. We are kicking off More Love, Less Hustle. It is my 1-hour training where I'm diving deep with women who are interested in getting more love with less hustle. Some of us are doing too much. We're over-functioning. We're over-performing in our relationships, proving ourselves, proving our worth, shrinking even, denying ourselves of our needs and our desires in our relationships in order to make other people feel good, to feel loved, to feel whole, but we are underserved in the process. And so this training is all about understanding the ways you've been hustling for love, why you got into that pattern in the first place. And I'm also offering you a way out. Everybody that attends this workshop is getting their own personal stop-start strategy. We're going to do the work there, and you're going to be able to implement it that day. Okay. I am so excited for you. For those of you that have already signed up, and for those of you that are on the fence, I think today's episode might just tip you over. One of the things that I love the most about doing live trainings is the people. I get to talk to you. You guys, I come on here every week and I talk to myself, okay? I pretend that I am talking directly to you. But it is a joy of mine to be able to see faces, to be able to not just talk to a blank screen, to have these beautiful women staring back at me, nodding and saying, "Amen, sis, you are so right. A hit dog will holler," whatever it is y'all say. It's exciting to me to see you on that Zoom screen and to be able to share with you, to pour into you, to give you the coaching that some of you really do want and need. And so in this episode today, I'm sharing just a little snippet of something that we did in the last training. One of our attendees shared that her romantic relationships, that really wasn't where she was hustling so hard for love. Where she was really hustling was with her family. And it got me to thinking, How many of you, maybe you're on the fence about coming to more love, less hustle because you're like, my romantic relationship is fine. I ain't got no problems in the bedroom, sis. We communicate very well. But if we're talking about maybe a parent that never calls you, you always have to call them. Or we're talking about a friend who only calls you when they want something from you or you can help them do something. Or maybe it's at work where you are expected to do so much without the compensation. You're hustling, but in a different way. The information that people are getting out of more love, less hustle, it translates. It translates beyond just your romantic relationships. A lot of it applies across the board with friendships, with family, with coworkers, with church members on the usher board, okay? You will be able to apply the information across the board. So, if you are on the fence or if you're new here and you're just learning about more love, less hustle, welcome to the program. And please, please, please do sign up. We have a few dates this week, I think Wednesday and Thursday, the 4th and the 5th. And then I also have open the 11th. All of those sessions are at noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll be adding some more dates for the end of the month. But right now, those are the dates that are open. And I want you in those seats. I want to see your faces and I want to tap in to wherever you think you're hustling the most for love. So sit back, listen to this little snippet of our conversation from our latest training, More Love, Less Hustle. All right, enjoy. And that's the beauty of a lot of this. It's about fixing all relationships because all of this is transferable. Because there are times in our lives, in our relationships, where we don't show up for ourselves with family. And that's huge. That is super huge because they know how to push our buttons. They know how to pull strings. They know how to get around our emotions and make us just do because of the history that we have. And so sometimes we don't show up for ourselves in a way that we need to with family. Okay. And for some of us, it's easier to do that in a relationship. And it's definitely easier to do it at work because they're not family. I don't have the history with them and I don't care about their feelings. Right. A lot of us have gotten into the pattern. And some of us, this started at childhood. We always maybe had to be the dependable one because somebody else that was supposed to be dependable wasn't. Or we were groomed that way. And it sounds like in your family, like you said, the women do these things, the men get away with not doing or not contributing or not functioning. And then the women are all over here complaining about how tired they are, how overwhelmed they are, how much they wish they had, da 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 da. What you are saying is that I can't do that anymore and enjoy my life, enjoy myself, do things that I need to get done. I have to prioritize. And there's nothing wrong with prioritizing you, with choosing you. I have one client who gets asked for money a lot, and they get asked for money a lot because they say yes. It's easier to get something from this client because they say yes all the time. And what we are working on, what we've been working on, is not feeling obligated to support someone else's lifestyle, not feeling obligated to keep everybody else comfortable. Because when you're keeping them comfortable, they're not growing, they're becoming dependent on you. And these are well able people who can do these things for themselves should they choose to. What they would rather do is allow you to do it for them. Because in that way, they don't have to grow. They don't have to be uncomfortable. They don't have to inconvenience themselves. They go inconvenience you. And they do that repeatedly because you say, yes, what I've learned in my life and in the life of my clients as I push them to do this work is that the moment you say no to people that are used to using, abusing, exploiting the things that you are doing, when you say no, yes, it is uncomfortable for you at first because it's new territory. It's going to be uncomfortable for them and they're going to look at you sideways and probably ask you again because they can't believe you finally said no, right? But these types of people will find another way to get someone else to do it. Your assumption is, I got to be the one to do it. No, you don't. Because they got about 3 more people that they can ask. They come to you first because they know you're going to do it. And you're going to do it right. Or you're going to get it done quicker. Or you're going to pay for it. Or just get it done. They don't have to think about it. That's why they're using you. Because this is your zone of genius, girl. You do this all the time. And the reality is, you're not helping them by continuing to do it. You're helping them to rely on you more, and you're helping to make yourself sick. And right now you are in a state of being sick and tired. But what I love, okay, is that you are rewriting this narrative and you're changing it and you're making all of this work out in your favor. You have learned, you're choosing you. I love that language. And I want you to keep doing it. Please keep doing it. And let's be clear, you are worthy of their love as well. You are worthy of their love. I'm not going to say unconditionally because I believe there should be some conditions to these things. But I think that there is an assumption of love within our family and friends that most of us walk around with. So what will we stop doing because we believe that we are worthy of the love that we desire and deserve? I mean, y'all, sometimes I am activated, okay? I realize that sometimes when I get to gabbing, sometimes I don't even know what's coming out of my mouth and I start just pouring into people and telling them exactly what is downloading for me. And in that moment, and I hope you heard it, you guys, there are people in your life that are asking you to do things that they themselves should be doing, but they don't want to do. And they're asking you to do it simply because you always say yes, because you already know how to do it, because you've been doing it, and because they don't want to do it. And what I was telling our friend there and what I'm telling you right now is that you are enabling them. You are not helping them. And you certainly aren't helping yourself by continuing to allow them not to grow while you suffer, while you break your back, while you're unhappy, while you're miserable, while you're feeling unloved, underserved, and underappreciated. It stops here. If any of that rang true for you, I better see your butt on that screen, okay? Come to the next live training of More Love, Less Hustle. You can register by going to becometheone.myflowdesk.com/more love, less hustle. That is a lot to copy down. So go to the show notes and it's right there. becometheone.myflowdesk.com/more love, less hustle is the URL. Or go to the show notes. I hope you have enjoyed this episode today. It was my pleasure to share this with you. And I hope to see you not only in the next episode, but at the next training of More Love, Less Hustle. Again, it's becometheone.myflowdesk.com/more love, less hustle. I'll see you soon. Ciao. Hey, babe, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. My goal with this podcast is to bless you with information that helps you fix those relationships that are most important to you, but not before you do the self-work needed to make sure that those relationships thrive. If this episode was exactly what you needed, then guess what? Somebody else probably needs it too. So do me and them a favor. Please share this episode with your good girlfriend and let her know about the podcast. And while you're at it, hop on over to Apple Podcasts and leave a review. This really helps to grow the podcast and puts it right in front of other women who are desperate to work on their relationships and themselves. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to join our community of like-minded women all on a journey to become the one. You can sign up for free at becometheone.myflowdesk.com/email. I know that's a lot, so just go on over to the show notes and click that link there. Thanks again for listening to Fix Your Relationships with Dr. Tiff. I'll see you right back here next week.